All right, 8 o'clock now, and we continue to follow this developing story here from last night as a San Antonio firefighter has lost his life in this 4-alarm fire that was reported just after 9 o'clock last night. You can see the flames there, how high they shot out of that strip mall there. 2 other firefighters were injured. One, we're told, is fighting for his life. Now, Chief Charles Hood is expected to make an additional statement to the press at some point later on this morning. Now people are continuing to come to terms this morning with what happened last night.
Christina De Leon is live to show us the damage that tragic fire left behind and what will happen next. Christina.
Good morning, everyone. Such a sad situation out here. I'm going to step out of the shot and show you what we're looking at here. We are live at the Ingram Square Shopping Center. This is the result of that fire. You can see that little V area. This is in between the Texas Thrift Store and the Spartan Gym. The fire started about 9 o'clock last night. You can see a burned out ladder there too, and part of the roof collapsing. We actually had this road open and a lot of people coming through this area, but police have blocked off the parking lot just to maintain what's going on there with other fire crews here, just as relief crews. There were crews from Station 32, 31, because the person who died, the firefighter who died, is from Station 35. Now what we're learning is that Scott Deem, a 6-year veteran of the department, was actually one of the first people inside this building to help fight the flames. And then at some point, witnesses say there was some kind of eruption or explosion, it sounded like, and the fire just really sprung from there. It sparked and really went out of control, shooting through the roof of this building. It was a crazy sight, and firefighters were ordered by their chiefs, ordered to get out of the building at risk of collapse, and part of the roof did collapse here. It's the last thing that firefighters want to do is leave anybody behind. Once they were asked to leave the building, firefighters say that it could have been as many as 20 firefighters who were in that building who would have died had they not left the building. The area is gutted in this area, and you can tell part of it has collapsed as well. Now, we talked to the fire chief about their loss last night, and here's what he had to say.
We have firefighters that fought fire desperately tonight to try to save their friend's life. You work with people for a third of your life in this job, and any one of us would lay down our lives for another firefighter, and they fought heroically. So what we're doing for them right now, we have removed all of them. They're with our crisis intervention folks. They're going to need a lot of help and support right now. We're taking care of them, and we have them at a station. They'll be going home for the remainder of the night to a loved one.
It's exactly where they should be with loved ones right now. And what we're learning is that arson investigators, a state fire marshal, and the ATF, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives, are on the scene trying to determine the cause of this fire and what would have caused this eruption so quickly. As this fire started, that quickly went to 4 alarms, causing dozens of firefighters to respond out here. What we've seen throughout the morning is a steady stream of people driving by, looking at this area, and we've also seen some relief crews from different fire stations come, and as they greet each other, shake hands and hug, and just by looking at their faces, knowing it is a somber time for them because one of their own has been lost, a brother, Scott Deem. Not only a loss for the fire department, but a loss for this entire city as well. Reporting live here on the city's northwest side, I'm Christina De Leon, Fox News First.
All right, and again, as we continue our coverage here, we're learning more about the victims here, including the one, Scott Deem, who passed away last night.
He was a 6-year veteran with the department, and Darlene Dorsey is live at the Fire Station 35 here in San Antonio with more on his work here.
Yes, certainly not a typical work day here at station number 35 where Scott Deem worked. Now, the flag here has been lowered in respect to the fallen firefighter. Now, he was a 6-year veteran of the San Antonio Fire Department, and certainly family members, co-workers, friends, people in the community are all saddened by the news that he died in that fire at the shopping center. And that's where 2 other firefighters were injured. One is at SAMC and another one is at University Hospital. There have been condolences coming in. Someone has asked to bring flowers over here. And so people are definitely showing support for the San Antonio Fire Department. It is evident if you look at social media. And I just have to read this one social media post that I saw when someone made a comment about it. And it says, "We mourn the loss of San Antonio firefighter Scott Deem in a 4-alarm fire. Rest in peace, brother. You answered your last alarm. You are gone, but not forgotten," and certainly not forgotten, as people are still trying to let it sink in because it seems so unreal. Firefighters train every single day to fight fires and to protect others, but losing someone is nothing you can ever prepare for. So they certainly need time to let it sink in and to deal with what has happened. And we'll be waiting to hear from the chief to give us more details about the fallen firefighter and those 2 others who are still in a hospital. But here at Station 35, not business as usual, as people are dealing with heavy hearts but continue to do their jobs. Reporting live, Darlene Dorsey, Fox News First.
All right, Darlene, thank you very much. Now, firefighters know the risk that comes with the job, but that does not make it any easier when something like this happens. And it does not happen very often, especially here in San Antonio. We checked, and according to the San Antonio Professional Firefighters Association website, Scott Deem is the first San Antonio firefighter to die in the line of duty in more than 20 years, almost 20 years to the day. According to the website, the last was Jesse Bricker on May 4th, 1997. The 47-year-old Bricker died as a result of cardiac arrest brought on by smoke inhalation after fighting a 4-alarm motel fire.
All right, well, we do want to welcome you in this morning. We are following a lot of rain chances in the forecast, also some potential severe weather as we head into the weekend.
Yes, and Sean is enjoying the day off today, but thankfully Siobhan is here to try to keep tabs on all of it.
I am. I'm here to tell you that we have heavy cloud cover in the area, and we are seeing a very humid and sticky morning. A little bit of a breeze blowing outside, and we are going to see a little sunshine maybe here and there, but really the best chances for rain are coming in for your Saturday and Saturday evening. We are going to see, of course, almost a 60% chance of rain by tomorrow night. In the meantime, right now, of course, we are going to call for a high of 88 degrees today, and there is that slight chance you could see a few showers before the day is over. 20% by this afternoon and 30% for tonight, but tomorrow is when we could see some severe weather move in by tomorrow evening. I'll tell you all those details in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Siobhan. And still tracking that accident on the east side on I-10 westbound. Those of you coming in through I-10, we've got a bad one near 1604. This one hopefully going to be in the clearing stages, and I say that because your speed time of getting through there has changed dramatically to now 59 miles per hour. So I have a feeling that one's going to be clearing out soon. And there it is. Watch for it. It's going to be off to that right shoulder now. So they've managed to kind of move it out of those lanes. So that's going to definitely offer some relief for I-10. Again, this is westbound coming in from that east side, and it's right before 1604. We've got another situation happening on Highway 90 near I-10 and 35. An accident. We'll show you that one next when we come back in a bit with on-time traffic.
Breaking news from the live desk. The New York Times is reporting that former Congressman Anthony Weiner, he will plead guilty today to transferring obscene material to a minor. Now, a sexting scandal ended his political career. Now, during this latest investigation, in which the 51-year-old is accused of exchanging sexually explicit messages with a 15-year-old girl, authorities seized his computer and they found emails from Hillary Clinton. And now that is what led the FBI to reopen the email investigation before the election. You see, Weiner's estranged wife, Clinton's longtime top aide, Huma Abedin, she had shared some of those emails with him. So Weiner is scheduled to enter that plea this morning, and the Times reports that he will likely have to register as a sex offender. From the live desk, I'm Ashley Sutton.
One person was killed and nearly 24 others injured when a car plowed into pedestrians in Times Square. Witnesses say a car turned the wrong way, went up on the sidewalk, plowed into everyone in its path. The driver made it 3 blocks before slamming into some barriers. In all, 23 people struck, one person, an 18-year-old woman from Michigan, killed. Police say a traffic cop tackled that driver as he tried to get away. Police say the driver, 26-year-old Richard Rojas, has a history of arrests for driving while intoxicated. Investigators are looking into the possibility it was a deliberate act.
3 people fell from a Ferris wheel at a festival in Port Townsend, Washington. A fire official says that they were all in the same cart that abruptly flipped, sending them in the air and then about 15 feet down. They landed on the metal casing that supports the Ferris wheel on the ground. Now, all 3 were taken by a medical helicopter to a hospital in Seattle. The fire officials said the 3 people were a 70-year-old woman, a woman in her 40s, and a 6-year-old boy. Their conditions are not known. All right, rising smoke and nonstop alarms. We're going to go back to the scene and get more details from that deadly fire from last night.
And hear firsthand accounts from witnesses detailing the moments they realized something was very wrong.
Visit FoxSanAntonio.com and click on the Hometown Experts page. There, you'll find helpful tips and information. You're watching Fox News First.
Siobhan is like lightning. She is so full of energy.
I think that was her nickname in high school, right? Lightning? I'm not sure. It's we love having Siobhan around.
You're kind. Thank you. It's nice to be here with you guys, and it's nice to be with all of you. We are seeing kind of a cloudy Friday, but it's Friday. We're all happy that we have the weekend here. This weekend, though, you might want to make some plans to maybe be indoors a little bit because we do have a pretty good chance for some rain in our forecast. 76 right now in San Antonio, 78 near Pearsall, and so very warm, very muggy morning, and we are going to get up to about 88 degrees today. It's going to be a breezy day with winds gusting up to about 20 miles an hour. Now, we have a 20% chance of some showers later this afternoon, and going into this evening, a 30% chance. But tomorrow, we do have a good chance for some possibly severe thunderstorms. I'll tell you when we're expecting them to arrive in case you have any weekend plans.
All right, we're looking at traffic once again and seeing what kind of problems we're dealing with. And we've been talking about this one on the east side, an accident on I-10 westbound near 1604. So those of you coming in from that far east side on I-10, watch for this. Now, the slowdown's not going to be so bad anymore as we are starting to now recover, and they've managed to move it off to the shoulder. But you're still going to catch some few flashing lights for that two-lane I-10 for those of you on the east side. We do have another accident on Highway 90, and this one is going to be as you commute 90 eastbound. I'm sorry, this one's on I-10 and 35, sorry, but it is impacting Highway 90 for some reason. It's because it's very close to Nogalitos and all this area, as you can see, everything in red. So going to have a major delays for those south side commutes. So it's I-10 near Nogalitos for that south side. So two accidents we're still watching, busy roads and a lot of congestion for 1604 on that north side. We'll have a closer look in a bit with on-time traffic.
All right, last night's fire affected several businesses there along the Ingram Park Mall area, including one of them belonged to this gentleman here, a local computer tech, who just happened to witness the entire tragedy unfold on his phone.
Well, I was on the road, and then the alarm went off on my phone. And then when the alarm went off, I looked at my cameras. Everything was beeping on my phone. When I looked at my cameras, I saw a reflection of a high-intensity flame. When I looked at that, Dad told me that there was something going on. Then my phone started beeping and beeping and beeping and beeping, which is telling me somebody's either A, breaking in, or B, something's going on. So when all my cameras started going off like crazy, it detected heat detection, and I can see the fire everywhere. I immediately contacted all my forensics technicians to get out here.
We're about 200 feet
And our
away,
Michael Locklear was at that scene of the fatal fire where he talked to evacuees from the Milan Institute.
At the time, I was actually teaching, and as I got out to go check the front and evacuate all the students, there was rising smoke from what I appeared to be the gym and moving toward the thrift store and the driving school as well. But it was spreading.
Also, animals from a nearby clinic were forced to evacuate the growing flames. So far, no animals have been reported to be injured. We'll have more in just a little bit. But meanwhile, in Texas news here, which city in the Lone Star State is the best to own a home?
And Texas roads will be busy over Memorial Day weekend. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. GoBankingRates.com says Austin is the best Texas city to own a home. The median home price falls toward the pricier side, it says, but it also says you can still live comfortably on a decent salary. Another Go Banking Rates study found you only need to make about $53,000. That's lower than the median household income a year to cover expenses in Austin. Well, JCPenney making a push into hotels. It's trying to become the Amazon for businesses in the $200 billion hospitality industry. The department store chain has been among the hardest hit by changes in the retail industry. Well, President Trump gave formal notice that he will renegotiate NAFTA, the free trade deal between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. The letter triggers a 90-day period where businesses and Congress can gather information, so that means negotiations will begin in August at the earliest. And AAA Texas estimating some 3.2 million Texans will travel 50 miles or more for Memorial Holiday, and they're expected to travel, most of them by car. 234,000 will travel by air, 159,000 by bus, train, or cruise ship. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
All right, they were silver and black, and they win multiple titles, but we're not talking about the Spurs this morning. Cleto Rodriguez has another team doing good things in our area.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Good morning, Ernie. That's right. We're here at Randolph Air Force Base. I'm here with the Lady Knights of Steel, state champs, and when we come back, we're going to see how they do. Grandma Mary Lou's watching, right, Brianna? Let's go ahead and wave to Grandma Mary Lou. All right, guys. see how we do when we come back.
You're watching Fox News First.
So this year we have 2 chances for the silver and black to really outdo themselves.
Right. The Spurs, of course, got to get to work against Golden State, and the Steel Lady Knights on the bowling lanes there. Good morning, sir.
Guys, we're here at Randolph Air Force Base, and I'm here with the Lady Knights of Steel, state champion, 2-time state champions, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I'm here with a couple of juniors and our freshmen, and we're trying to show our freshmen how it's done. This is how we go ahead and keep it together, right, ladies? This is Alyssa, Ashley, Brianna, and Kennedy. And they're really good bowlers, trust me. But Ashley, I'm going to go ahead and take her on right now. I'm going to kind of see if she has the goods. And before, go ahead and you can go ahead and bowl. And Alyssa, tell me about my competitor here. I mean, do you think she's all right? She's good?
She's really good. She's our feature anchor, and she's a junior, so she's going to be taking the lead next year as a senior.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And
she does that a lot, too.
She does that a lot, too. Well, that's great. Well, you know what? I don't know if she knows this or not, but back in the day, it's all about the foot swing. It's about the foot swing.
Oh, true.
That's what seals the deal. All right? Let me show you exactly where I come from. All right, ladies?
Yep. Oh, too late.
It's all about the cleanup. It's all about the cleanup. Now y'all have a certain cheer that when y'all bowl, it keeps y'all kind of positive and doesn't, keep you from getting ahead. What's her cheer?
Smashly! Ashley, smash those pins!
So y'all say that every time?
Yes.
What would be my cheer?
Cleto, he's our man. If he can't strike, no one can.
You got that right. Well, you know what? Let me show you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and clean it up for you, right, Ashley? Here it goes. All righty. Nice and easy. All right, it ain't about the cleanup. But again, congratulations, you ladies. They're getting ready to take on another national title, I believe, in Nashville, right? Y'all heading to Nashville in June. Well, good luck to you, and we'll be waiting for y'all to get back with the trophy, okay? Yes, awesome, good job. All right, guys, we'll send it back to you.
Cleto, I'm so impressed. Was that a lucky shot of yours? Have you been really practicing for this moment?
I was all strikes before we got here. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I got tired. Or something. I don't know what happened. No 300
it's double
game
jointed
today.
right here, and yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. No
all
300
right.
today.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. All right, well, you can be a winner right now here and get a $100 American Express gift card. You don't even need to bowl a strike. Be the 4th caller at 470-5222, 470-5222, and you are a winner.
Winner, winner.
Whatever you want for dinner, you got $100. So 8:22 now. We're going to talk next with possible weather here coming into the weekend. Siobhan is in for Sean to let us know what all that means on the radar.
All right, we will see how that will affect us in the coming days. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. Well into the 8 o'clock hour now. Still going to catch some delays here and there, and still seeing those 2 accidents. The first one we've been watching for quite some time now is on that east side. So still got to watch for this one, I-10 westbound near 1604, even though not impacting traffic too bad, just because we're at 61 miles per hour trying to get through that area. And then we've got one on I-10 as you commute northbound or 35 northbound right at Highway 90 near Nogalitos, and that one has you down to 26 miles per hour. And then all this area in the red, especially as you continue eastbound on 90. So just a lot of congestion for those of you in that part of town. Here's what it looks like on 35 at Nogalitos and 35 at 37. Certain areas are starting to slow down with traffic, and there's 35 at Salado Creek. Just it's going to be hard to get through 35 northbound on the south side. But 1604 at Kyle Seal, a lot better. Not seeing that bumper to bumper you sometimes see. Congestion for sure for 37 northbound at Jones Avenue. This is close to that south side commute as well. So those 2 accidents we're watching, hoping the next time I see you, we've got at least one of them cleared out. I will confirm that for you in just a bit with on-time traffic.
Now, first warning weather with meteorologist Siobhan Anders.
Good morning, everyone. Well, the heavy cloud cover continues to blanket our skies this morning on this Friday. It is time to head towards the weekend, and we have been watching the cloud cover in place all morning long. It's going to be hanging around pretty much throughout the day. Our world car camera showing a beautiful shot of the downtown area. It is 76 degrees. We do have a breeze blowing from the southeast at about 14 miles an hour. Heavy cloud cover kind of blankets most of our area, beginning to see a little bit of a thinning out pattern down towards our southeast. So could see a little sunshine maybe over the next couple of hours if you're traveling that direction. Here in San Antonio today, though, we are still calling for mostly cloudy skies. I'm not going to rule out a little bit of clearing here and there this afternoon, but temperatures are going to be warm. We're going to get up to the upper 80s again, and humidity levels very high, so it's another very warm and sticky day expected. Down towards the southwest already, 81 in Carrizo Springs and 78 just south of San Antonio. The wind, though, a little bit of a breeze will continue blowing throughout the day, so winds from the southeast at 14 right now, but they could be gusting up to about 20 and 25 miles an hour. Over the weekend, a big changing weather pattern. We are expecting possibly some severe weather and some heavy rainfall. There is a cold front that is now making its way into the state of Texas. Of course, this is going to be the triggering mechanism as it moves closer to our area. It starts interacting with all the humidity and the cloudy skies, and you're going to see possibly some severe weather kind of erupting, especially Saturday afternoon going into Saturday evening and into Sunday morning. So true view, our surface forecast for the next 3 days. This is what we're expecting. We are going to call for by this afternoon, possibly a little break here and there, but still not going to rule out a possible thunderstorm here and across portions of our area. As we progress on into Saturday, though, still some cloudy skies, isolated showers are possible. Then as we see that frontal boundary start rolling in, looks like right now it could be about anywhere from 5 p.m. till about 9 p.m. Could see some heavy activity and expecting maybe up to 3 inches of rain in some portions of our area over this next several days. So flooding is possibility, and we are going to see, of course, maybe some high winds and even some hail with these storms, but we'll keep you updated as we go through the weekend. In the meantime, here is what the rain chances are going to bring in. We are going to see very slight chances of rain pretty much until Saturday. Then we could see some heavy downpours, which will then make this number start rising up. We are going to see anywhere from 2 to maybe even a little over 3.5 inches is expected across our area. So keep the umbrella handy. Might want to keep the eyes to the skies, and we'll keep you updated here, of course, on social media. So just keep an eye on your phones and we'll let you know what's happening. 88 is the expected forecast for today. Morning clouds, could see a few thunderstorms again, maybe this afternoon. Tonight, 30% chance of some lingering showers, and here's your extended forecast. The heavy stuff expected to come in on Saturday and extend into Sunday.
All right, thank you, Siobhan. What is a first for President Trump today? He will meet foreign leaders on their turf.
His top destinations and the 10-year plan he's got in place that will cost billions of dollars.